Alright, hello everybody, this is Ryan from StreamingChurch.tv, and today I'm going to show you guys how to set up a very helpful tool, creating multiple streams at different bit rates. And so essentially what this is for is if you have someone who has a rather slow internet connection and can't seem to watch the stream that you're putting out. If it's chopping for them or it's not working how they would like, then you would use this so that you could create a lower stream so that they could watch it and it would be smooth and wouldn't be choppy. So first things first, hold on. Okay, so you start out with you go down here. And you see how there's currently right now for regular people, or how we usually have people start out, it's just 300 KB a second, one stream only. You would check this second one, and if you wanted, check a third, if you wanted a third stream. I don't know if that's something you're interested in. And for instance, you can edit the bitrate types. So this one I have it 300. I think that's decent. And my lower quality one, or my second stream rate at 100. Both work out. And before you go ahead and do this, you want to make sure that you have a fast enough internet connection speed, upload rate, to make sure that you can get all of this going smoothly. So for instance, actually, Media Live Encoder helps you do that. It shows right here, total video 1 plus audio bit rate, 34.8, 148, and your total bandwidth required to stream a 300 KB and a 100 would be 496. We recommend you to go a little bit higher than that. Make sure you have a little bit higher upload speed, because if you don't, then it's going to be a little choppy at sometimes because your internet speed isn't always going at like 500 KBs a second exactly. It'll drop below it at some points or go above it. So just keep that in mind when you're doing multiple streams. If you had a third stream too, 200. So you'd have to have almost about a megabyte of upload speed. So yeah, something to keep in mind while you're doing this. Okay, so once you do that, you click that and you're going to go over to this stream. You're going to go live and you're going to change this to %I, just like shown. It's usually, regularly it's just named live. And what this is going to do is it's going to name that your first bit rate as live1.flv, and your second one as live2.flv, and your third one live3.flv. So once you do that, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to your admin control panel, and I'm going to pull mine up for you guys real quick. Just click on that. Alright, and so now you're looking at the admin control panel for StreamingChurch. You're going to want to scroll down, and your streaming URL that's right here, you're actually going to want to change this to, everything else is the same, except you go back to the very back, you change this is normally what you're going to look at, it's going to say live.flv, change it to live1, and that means your default stream, that when people like come in and look at you, it's going to be the live1.flv, or the first one that you clicked, so it'll come in and look at the 300 KBs a second one. So that's what the first thing is what they're going to be looking at. So now that you have these two different bit rates streaming at the same time, you're going to want them to be able to look at each one. So what you're going to do is you're going to go up to your static zone, click on edit, and you're going to say, I'm going to write like high quality, and put in parentheses 300 KB per second, or whatever you want to make the name of your link. Highlight it, and you're going to click this, your link button. It's going to want you to put in a URL, and the URL to your first live stream, you're going to go to your admin guide that was given to you on StreamingChurch.tv. You're going to want to open that up, and when you open that up, it's going to look like this. This is down at the very bottom under Advanced Topics, and it gives you your URLs that you're going to want to put. So So this is for the normal quality stream or the live1.flv one, or whichever one you put into your StreamingChurch admin control panel. So you're going to copy that, go to your static zone URL. Alright, great. So now you have your high quality set up, and you're also going to want to set up your low quality, say 100 kbs per second. Highlight this guy, click that, whoa. Click that. URL, once again, the URL that you're going to want to put in there is this guy right here that I'm highlighting. You're going to want to copy, go back to this, paste, and oh, I didn't mention this on my other link, but you see where it says right here, church ID equals your church ID. You don't want to leave that blank. You don't want to leave that right there. You're going to want to insert your church ID. For instance, mine is church 3432. So I'd put church 3432. If you don't know your church ID, all you have to do is, well, there's a bunch of different ways, but probably the easiest is you go to the home page of your site, and if you look up at the top of the URL, at the very end of it, it says church ID equals church, and there's probably going to be 4 numbers after it. And your church ID is the word church and those 4 numbers afterwards. So make sure you include church 3432. Don't just put 3432. You have to include the word church. Yep, and so you would do that. I would have to actually re-edit this, because I didn't put my church ID in there, so that would not work at all. So you would say church 3432. Alright, that's great. Okay, and so when you'd say update content, now in your static zone you're going to have 2 links to your high quality and low quality streams. And people should be able to look at both of those. And so when you start streaming, it'll automatically do that, and it should work out fantastic. Hopefully I answered all your questions, and hopefully you guys start using this, because it's a really useful tool, because a lot of people have slower internet these days. I don't know. Apparently they haven't gotten with the times. Alright, so